My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Akron, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack by Scientology. So last night they took more brain tissue. I used to have a screen that sit in front of my thalamus, and it merged with the backside of my frontal lobe. I'm assuming that's the visual cortex of your brain. It's been there for years. First off, they used the screen to assault me. They dislodged it and they started cutting me with it, cutting down and around. Then they pulled the screen out and they started taking tissue from the back side of my frontal lobe. So I got a hole there now. It appears to be a conical shaped hole. The place where my screen attached to. Then they put inverse, a line of inverse. I guess it's different people's brain tissue. They lined it up in the place of where my screen went. And they started using this as a conduit, a piece of material in which they could reach through and pull out other nerves. I'm being harassed. And then they took an area of my corpus callosum, or my hippocampus. It's a little node. They attacked it several days ago, but they folded it back over and tried to get it to grow back. This morning they took it off. I'm in pain now in that area and in my frontal lobe. I'm assuming these are dark side particles. So we have 11 dimensions, 11-dimensional biology. We also have this dark matter or dark energy attached to us. It is almost like a mirror biology. And these particles are entangled back and forth. So they're entangled to each other. So I'm very sick. Yes, they finally let me get some sleep. So I'm on life support. Yes, and then they started to drive my extra-dimensional brain tissue again. They started driving my screen last night again. I don't know what they were doing with it. They showed me. I don't remember what they showed me. Probably manufacturing more evidence with it. I don't know what that has to do with the third dimension. These are the only laws that we are bound by. Upper dimensional law has no effect on us in the third dimension. You can't punish a person for thoughts, especially when he has hive mind technology in his brain and missing parts of his brain being utilized as transplants. They're also trying to say I'm a bad person because I screamed at these people for stealing body parts, breaking into my home. So it appears that these light and dark particles, they're entangled to each other. I already knew this. I didn't know the exact aspect of the entanglement process properties. So the entanglement don't necessarily go up and down from the third to the 11th. The 11th isn't necessarily entangled to the third unless you have dark matter in the 11th. So then it turns your biology into an L-shaped. You still make the conduit, or you still make the connection on the bottom side of the dark side particles. Yes, they're body snatching. Some of it they're using for transplant purposes. Some of it they're putting in a hive mind technology so they can access it and try to utilize my intelligence. Some of it they are using us for surrogate purposes, so they're putting biology on other organisms that they can drive. They're going to do some skit or some play in which they create lookalikes of their self using my biology and then punish those biologies instead of themselves. And then some of it they're using for torture devices. Yes, I'm still full of parasites. They also started messing with my bagworms this morning, which are in my rib cage. They 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 encircle my lungs and my heart. They ride around the inside of my rib cage.